Comedian television host Bill Maher tells Lin-Manuel Miranda, "Hey Lin, stop apologizing."
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant.
Yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. All right, Polly, let's go.
Polly here on the Latino Slant. If this is your first time checking us out, please consider subscribing, becoming a member. Membership perks include great one-on-ones with filmmakers and musicians, live concerts, exclusive access, and of course, discount to our merchandise store, which will be back up and running soon. So thank you guys for being here. Let's get right into the story. You talk about a story, a gift that keeps on giving. Good Lord. Recently on his show, Bill Maher was talking about Lin-Manuel Miranda. And this is from TMZ. Bill Maher stand up to bullies Lin-Manuel. They enjoy seeing people crawl like dogs. Bill Maher had some advice for Lin-Manuel Miranda. Stop apologizing to bullies who take joy in making people crawl like a dog in shame for every move they make. Miranda is taking heat for his movie In the Heights, a movie about the Washington Heights area of New York. He got dragged because the case did not have Afro-Latinx representation. The fact is, the cast, not the case. The cast has Latinx performers, a black lead, but as Bill says, the committee is outraged. The skin tone of the cast is somehow off. And there is a, now his Lin-Manuel Miranda's apology on his Twitter page. But let's go on with this story. Miranda capitulated, saying, "I'm truly sorry. I'm learning from the feedback. I thank you for raising it, and I'm listening. I promise to do better in my future projects." Bill was incredulous. You're the guy who made the founding fathers Black and Hispanic. I don't think you have to apologize to Twitter. Maher doesn't believe Miranda really believes in an apology as an order. I think he just wants to avoid the news cycle, and I don't blame him, adding, "This is why people hate Democrats. It's cringy." Wow. Maher wasn't done. People are going to have to stand up against these bullies because that's what it is. It's bullying. Yes, I can make you crawl like a dog and enjoy it. And then the real-time host went in for the kill. I mean, he's Latino. He's making a Latino movie with a Latino cast. Not good enough. Nothing is ever good enough for these people. They're like children. We don't raise our children right. It's reflected in the media. No one ever tells their children, shut the F up, sit down, listen to your elders, stop bitching. Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's really it from the article. We'll watch a little bit of the video. But you talk about something that made me jump up and pay attention. This is it. And, you know, I'm actually, I don't watch Bill Maher anymore, hardly. But when he makes the news, it's something like this, as far as just speaking out, it's news to us because no one is speaking out against him. They're letting the mob rule. And when the mob rules, the more we don't speak up, then the less power, the less strength that we're going to have in the future. So this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Let's watch a little bit of this video. Here we go.
Rotten Tomatoes. People loved it. Great reviews, for which he has apologized profusely. Why? Well, there's Latinx performers, one black lead, but no Afro Latinx.
Mhm.
The committee that makes note of everyone's skin tone discovered this, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda had to say, I'm truly sorry. I'm learning from the feedback. I thank you for raising it, and I'm listening.
Yeah.
I promise to do better in my future projects. This is what I was talking about with Nikki. Please stop the apologizing. You're the guy who made the founding fathers black and Hispanic. I don't think you have to.
I think you need good on Bill. Good on Bill. I think for people that now we know who Miranda is, a lot of people that weren't in his circles, weren't a fan, or just didn't know about and weren't into musicals, how much of a pioneer Miranda is. He's the first ever on a Broadway level to blend the genres of hip hop, Latin rhythms, Broadway standard score, and music and song all into one. I mean, it really is a feat. Then he takes his second one with Hamilton, and like Bill says, he makes the founding fathers black and Latino rapping. I mean, but it's not enough. It is not enough. It clearly hasn't been enough. I had said this earlier, and I've said this before in other live streams. If you have the ear of the creator and you have a problem with what that person is, producing or creating, wait for the opportune time, either maybe before or after the interview, and talk to them. Let them know your grievances. Then take your same energy and go and create. But by all means, if you see there's a problem, talk about it. The thing is that we really have lost that tact and that respect, and that's where Bill was talking about towards the end, as far as kind of just raising us right, and that we want instant gratification. We want to feel important. We want to feel heard right away, and it doesn't matter the forum or the situation. So I have to say this is a a pleasant thing to cover, a pleasant news item to cover. Good on Bill Maher. Good on him to bring it up and to talk about how even within a culture, because what we're talking about, guys, is Latinos within the Latino community not being happy with a Latino project. That's really what it is. And whether their problems are are valid or not, it's the crabs in the barrel. And Latinos are very, very good at that. So let's I have another article from Deadline, and it kind of covers the ground, but there's a couple of different things in there as well. So let's share that. And again, if you're just checking out our channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. Oh yeah, and comment on the video. Comment. I will answer back. I promise. I'm really good at I think I have like a 99% rate. I want to say 100, but nothing's ever 100% of replying back. So here is the and let's go like a little. We can make me small. Heights controversy, stand up to these bullies. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. Emiliano Zapata always said, I'd rather die on my feet than to live on my knees. And it takes guts. It takes guts. As much as guts as these people think that they have, as far as trying to tear down Miranda's work, tear down Rita Moreno's legacy. It's even and then the crowd is with them. It takes more guts to stand up against that crowd and say, you know what, I think you guys are wrong, and I think you guys need to reconstruct your argument. And I'm being polite here, right? From Deadline, Maher had some advice for Lin-Manuel Miranda in his Friday show. Stop apologizing about Miranda's criticisms to the film. They did not depict darkly colored Puerto Ricans on screen. I mean, you can't get more narrow niche than that, right? You're the guy who made the founding fathers black and Hispanic. You don't have to apologize to Twitter. Miranda, the film's wonder kid composer, lyricist, producer, co-scribe, and star, apologized on a social media post earlier this week for the lack of Afro-Latinx representation in the musical. The committee has made note of everyone's skin tone, took note of it, said Bill. Do you really think he needs to apologize? I think he just wants to avoid the news cycle. I don't blame him. That's a real thing as well. That's a real thing as well, especially with your movie coming out, and you just want your movie to do well. You want your movie to get out to every possible person. I say all this news and the continued news has brought people to go and see it that would never even have considered going to see it. In fact, when you're leaving your comments, let me know if now you are going to go see In the Heights. If you've seen In the Heights, what do you think of the film and all the hoopla surrounding it? I mean, he's a Latino making a Latino movie with a Latino cast. Not good enough. Nothing is ever good enough for these people. They're like children. We don't raise our children right. It is reflected in the media. No one ever tells their children to shut the F up, sit down, listen to your elders, stop bitching. I mean, that's old school. That's old school as far as raising our children, right? To telling our kids to sit down and shut up, listen to your elders. Listen is key. Listen is key. Mara finished. People are going to have to stand up to these bullies because that's what it is, bullying. It's, I can make your skin crawl like a dog and enjoy it. Now, Bill made a note in regards to Democrats. Full disclosure, I'm a Democrat. I've been a very reluctant Democrat in the last few years. But what I've always been is I've always been cordial, respectful, and seek people who don't agree with me and where they're coming from. How the hell are we going to live with each other if we don't do that? That is where we can kill the bullying. That is where we can really work and come together. We're all here at this time. And it's stuff like this that, yeah, I agree. It's cringy. And it comes from, this small yet vocal voice from the left that is, way too entitled, just way too much. So again, I'm happy that Bill Maher has brought this up in his show. And Lin-Manuel, I hope you take his advice, and I hope that the film does well. But in regards to bullying, man, that's how you do it. Because all it takes is one person to stand up against the bully mob. Then you're gonna see other people stand up. Then you're gonna see those people who are standing up to the mob, holding hands together and saying, yo, this isn't right. And you get to push back. And there's nothing wrong with pushing back. You know me, I like it respectful, nonviolent. That would be choice, right? But I think the pushback and the talk back is really important right now because it goes back to what Bill is saying. Shut up, sit down, listen. And I'm not just saying that towards any particular group of any particular skin color. I'm saying that to everyone. I'm saying it to myself. There's no way I can listen to what someone is trying to tell me or talk to me, conveying, if I'm talking. How is that possible? Rocky said, it is a known fact. It is a known fact. You can't listen when you're talking. You can't learn when you're talking. It is a known fact. So again, Bill Maher telling Lin-Manuel Miranda to stop the bullying and stand up to these guys. Stand up. You are a pioneer. You are amazing. Whatever your politics are, here's the work you've created to entertain the masses. The masses are entertained. Miranda is wildly, wildly talented. And then let's talk really briefly, just with this one film, how many people of all backgrounds, colors, shapes, and sizes, in front and behind the camera, has this project? How many of them has he hired? Hundreds upon hundreds. Talking with other filmmakers, friends of ours, that's the first thing that he said. This man has created amazing opportunity. And you look down that list. I'm sure if you look at the credits, and if you're in skin color committee, skin color committee, grab the credits. And if you want to do your skin color committee, credits, color. You know, Osvaldo Gomez, color, dark. Okay, good. He checks off. Skin color committee. If you want to do that, go for it. I think you'll lose. I think your argument will go right outside the window, because this massive undertaking has created work for people of all backgrounds, talented people. And I really appreciate Bill Morrow weighing in on this, on Lin-Manuel. I'm definitely behind Lin-Manuel, and it's a good flick. Catch our review of the movie. We have a special section on In the Heights here on the Latino Slant. So for more reviews and information, please check those out. And I thank you again for being with us.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The Slant. The Slant.
All right, Paul, let's go.